Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this session doing some Blitz on chesstempo.com or leechess.org. Uh, I'm having a huge day of doing sessions and recording videos, and I just blundered a mate in one in my previous video, which I feel a little bit embarrassed about. And so I decided to do another video, but I can't promise you too much because clearly I'm off my rocker today. So we'll see how it goes. I need to put my computer on battery. Oh my god, this guy's rated 1639. No, get fucked. Let's find somebody else. And um, in the meantime, I'm gonna find. Get my charger. There we go. I'm just a boy whose intentions are good. Oh no, please don't let me be misunderstood. That's his best piece. Okay, if he hadn't played d5 there, I had some ideas of going e4 and I'm stopping e5, and I'm also threatening knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes h7. Now pawn takes, he wants to play c, and I don't really like the resulting position, so I'm going to go with a minority attack without taking on the d file first. This is the same problem. Knight g6 doesn't really solve his problems. Pawn here, pawn takes. I'm going to bring a rook to the c file first. Continue to bring it. This bishop, I am considering chopping it off. Now I need to consider my queen positioning a little bit. No doubt. If pawn here, pawn here, pawn here, he has bishop takes. So I need to play something like queen b3. Pawn takes, knight takes, threatening the fork. What other ideas do I have? I'm going to take here while he can't take back with the pawn. Pawn takes, bishop takes. I missed this. The problem is pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes. Yeah, okay. I missed this. I totally missed it. My knight belongs here. Bad play by me. Very bad. Now I'm going to get mated. Is it better to play against the hanging pawns, or is it better to play against the isolated pawn here? Couldn't tell you. I think I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play for bishop f3. So I'm not going to take on c6. I'm going to play with bishop f3 just to target the isolated pawn. And at some point, I'll consider doing other stuff. Any threats? Not quite. Not just yet. That's not a threat. I can play g3. Oh, this is a threat though. But I have knight f3. But it was not planned. This, yeah, this with queen anywhere, and then, I mean, I have the knight covering f3, so it's not fatal. There's no fatal weaknesses there. But yeah, he does play it. Fair enough. Where do I want my queen? He's a pawn up, man. He's a pawn up. What's he trying to do? What's he trying to do there? If knight f5, I don't think that ends well for me. Yeah, I don't think that ends very well for me. So I'm going to come here. He still has knight d5, so this doesn't solve my problems really. Queen here. trying to build up for a tactic on the c file. Some sort of rook takes c4 or something. That definitely makes my life easier. Oh, he has queen takes. Yeah, he has queen takes. Okay, I guess he didn't see it. Or obviously he didn't see it, but yeah, he had queen takes. To keep the pawn. A little bit of time pressure now. Obviously, one of my biggest problems is maintaining calm when I'm under time pressure. Okay, because he does have. So if I throw in queen f3, what's he gonna do? He's gonna put the rook here. Okay, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just gonna play bishop takes, and I'm gonna take the pawn. No problems with this. Go ahead and pre-move, rook takes. Rook takes doesn't work, queen check. He's trying to threaten this. I have rook takes. Queen takes, queen here to get rooks off, to get queens off. But do I really want that? Do I really want queens off in this position? Yes, I do, because I think his rook is going to be really passive. He needs to defend this. Yep, I expected that. G4 was actually a better move. I've read about how even though G6 is sort of like, so now I'm threatening checkmate and I'm also threatening to take the pawn. So unfortunately, yeah, he does lose some time there. Push the pawn. Oh, I should have checked to get him on H7 before. Good point. Okay, H4, H5. To cramp his position. H4, H5, yeah. And you can see how G4 would be a really useful move to have here in this position. And you can see also how passive his rook is going to become. Because my king is just going to come up and cause him problems. G4. I think I might want to switch babysitting jobs. I think this king wants to be here. Oops. Oops, I did just give him that with check. But I'm going to get it back. Am I not? Here. And I think that I'm the one who benefits most from the opening of this position. I'm okay with that, actually. Okay, let's come here. And now, yeah. Oh, what's he doing? I'm just winning now. He should have played rook b1 check. He definitely should have played rook b1 check. He needed to play rook b1 check in this position, after which I'm not really certain how to keep going. Rook b1. Let's take a look, because I'm not certain how to win this position, actually. I don't even think you can win this position. Yep, but this here, so rook check, rook check, rook check. Okay, yeah, this is good for me. He should come here. And now there's no way to make progress. Yeah, there's no way to make progress here. My king has no shelter. So where did I fuck it up? This was already time pressure time for me. If king here, pawn takes, he doesn't have time. Alright, so is it still winning after this? Nope. This is the move that loses it for me. I need to be very exact with king d5. Shame. Yeah, that's the move that loses it for me. A2, A7, A7, and draw. I think that I was also a little bit too courageous with my king. Oh my god, I have takes en passant in this position. Why didn't I take en passant? I didn't consider. I did not consider that. It didn't register in my brain that I could play takes en passant. It wasn't even like a candidate move in my head. Rook finals. Rook endgames. Okay. This is good for me. None of this gives up the advantage. This was me being stupid. Knight f3 is natural and good. And it was very... There's just no reason to do it, you know? There's no reason to give him that pawn. Absolutely none. And it didn't register in my brain that queen d7 or queen c7 was threatening to win the pawn. And after that, it's sort of an uphill battle, yeah? Even here, I'm still fine. But yeah, here I just give up that pawn for nothing, for no compensation. This I wanted to play it just to finally rule out queen d5. Um, yeah, so he needed to play rook takes, or I'm sorry, queen takes. Queen takes would have kept the pawn, like I said. But yeah, this just sort of fucks the goat. Pawn takes is better. Why is pawn takes better? Okay. What? That's a combination. And if the king doesn't take, if king goes here, bishop takes, yeah. King takes, you take here, and you're up. Wow. Okay, so going into the rook final, the rook endgame is... This is not good for my opponent. It's very bad, actually. Yeah, like I said, g4. g4 is a move that claims space on the king side while also liberating the king. So g3, even though it's a more natural move, much more humble, g4 is much better because it supports h4, h5, it supports f4, f5, and it claims more space as well as liberating the king. So obviously in these rook finals, these rook end games, you always play with g4. And a month ago, 2 months ago, I would have known that. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this session. And until the next time, best of luck with your chess journey. Bye bye for now.